driving home, and I felt a little bit like after you've had the big adrenaline push, like you're just like, whew, okay, I can breathe, I'm tired, like, can I go to bed now? But I can't, because I have more to do today. But I have to share that God has just really been like giving me lots and lots of good things the last few days, just really speaking into my heart and my mind, anyways, sorry, I'm multitasking, I'm driving, so it's a little it's gonna be a little sketch, okay? But I have stuff to do when I get home, so I wanted to record now. So okay, I'm training tonight. I'm training tonight on our national health community call, and my topic is what's possible when you go all in, right? And for the majority of the time that I have done program, except for like a few planned absences, I would say like I did program going all in because I'm a rule follower. Let's be real about it. But I was also, okay, we'll be real. I am a rule follower, so technically I want to follow the rules. I want to measure, I want to weigh. That's why I still like weigh my lean and greens. I follow a recipe to the T, like, and I check it 10,000 times because I'm a rule follower by nature. But when I started this program, I was also so desperate for it to work. And so when we started program, Kenny and I told him, like, we have got to follow it to a T. Like, I follow recipes, he does not. He is I'm not measuring, I'm just pouring in more, right? And like, I'm gonna add a little bit of this. You ask, it's amazing. You ask him, how are you gonna, what's in it? I don't know. I just kind of wung it, right? Winged it. And so, when we decided to get on this program, I asked him to please follow it to a T because I needed it to work. And I knew that if he fudged here and there on the amount of cheese or the amount of meat or the condiments or whatever, that he's a man and he was still going to lose. But I knew for me, or I assumed for me, because of all my previously failed attempts, and because it's just harder for women to lose weight than it is for men, that I needed to follow it exactly, or else I was fearful that I wouldn't be successful. So we stacked hands, we did it, right? So when I think about going all in on program, I'm like, heck yeah, I can train on that. I can tell you exactly how you need to follow program and that you need to do it because it actually makes it easier, which it does. And then you can go on and meet your goal and you can lose 175 pounds just like I did, right? And that was kind of my thoughts going into it. But then as I started thinking about that and putting that together, and our call last week was, I'm blanking, but it was really good. But it was also talking about utilizing all 4 components of the program, so not just the nutrition. And if you're familiar with Optavia and the 5-in-1, and you have a good coach and community, you know all about the four components, right? And what I just described to you about going all in was really just about nutrition. So I went all in on nutrition. I started joining the Tuesday night calls. I did some our community calls early on, but they weren't a rock in my calendar, right? And then once I became a coach, I'm like, well, I guess I better be on these if I'm asking my clients to be on these. So then it became a rock in my calendar, so I'm on those. Same with my life book. So I did a little bit of work in it on program, but then once I started coaching, I'm like, I really need to do this. So I kind of dove in, right? So anyways, I eventually took advantage of all 4 components, but primarily the first two things I did on my program is I went all in on my coach. I answered her calls. I told her how I was doing, good, bad, and different. And I went all in on nutrition, except for when I had planned outages, if you will. Like we went to New York for the first time with the boys, and I was having a bagel and pizza. I knew that going into it. It is what it is. But anyways, I digress. So as I'm starting to put my thoughts together about what I want to talk to our community about going all in, what's possible when you go all in, I thought, I didn't really go all in. Nutrition, coaching, yes. I eventually got there on the other things, but here's what I thought was important. You have to go all in, and here's where I did go all in, okay? I went all in on nutrition. I went all in on the coach component. But what I really did is I went all in on me. I went all in on me. So when it was hard, when I started program, like when I started, I was like, we're doing this and we're doing it right, by the rules. We're doing it exactly, right? Because I needed it to work. When we went to New York and we're basically off program for 2 weeks, like we lost our ever-loving minds. When we got back, I didn't hesitate. On the way back, probably, we got restarted, right? And there was never any doubt that I was going to, because I was all in on this journey. I was all in on me. I was all in on getting healthier, right? And that is what I realized, and what I think God led me to, is that that's what I need to talk about. Because when I talk to my clients today who are struggling, they're not going all in on themselves. They're making excuses. I've done it. I get it. I've done it the majority of my life, right? But I get it. I'm not judging. I understand. I have walked this path, right? But they're making excuses. And I just want to scream from the rooftops, stop. Stop with the excuses. If you struggle, you're gonna struggle. We all struggle. I struggle today. I struggle, right? But I'm not giving up, because I am going all in on me. I have come this far. I'm not going back. And that is where I am going all in, right? It's on me. And so whether you have the struggles, the issues along the way, that's okay, as long as you continue to go all in on you and your goals, right? And that applies in your health, in your marriage, in your faith, right? I don't get it right all the time. I get it wrong a lot of times. I'm stopping so I can talk. I get it wrong a lot of times, but I'm in my driveway. I'm working on it, and God's working on me. And once you know better, you do better, right? All the sayings, I could run through them all, but here I just, it's so important. And I'm praying that God speaks through me tonight, and then I pray that the clients who need to hear this hear it, and hear my heart, and hear God telling them to go all in on program, yes, but most importantly on themselves. So that's it. That's the majority of it. I got on to tell you about something entirely different, but I guess that is what it is. So y'all have a good day. If you see this before tonight, pray for me. Thanks.